Hi everyone, welcome to Ask Vinnie Thompson 2 Cent Tuesday. Today we have a very special guest, Dwight Sibblies from Right Price General Construction, to talk about how and where to convert one family homes into two families. So Dwight and Vinnie, take it away.
Right. I need an applause button. Keep.
Right?
Yeah, we have to add that.
Hey. So today is 2 Cent Tuesdays where I give my 2 cents on the real estate industry. Maybe one day I'll expand it to other stuff I got 2 cents about, but that's for another topic. So I have a large team and a very important, crucial team member who's seldom seen in the forefront is Dwight. Dwight is my construction guy. If I have problems with getting a permit, figuring out a one family to a two family, some construction issues, he has great ideas. He has lots of experience and he has a very vast real estate background as well. He's one of the sharper minds out there. I've seen him direct the best of the best, help out attorneys, definitely help out contractors and real estate people alike. So he's got a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge. And there's several jokes behind what I do. I asked Vinnie Thompson, hey, Dwight, I got a problem. Listen, man, I need some help, Mayday. And I'll let Dwight tell you a little bit about what he does, and then we can get to the topic. Take it away, Dwight.
Well, Vinny, thanks, for the call, the opportunity. I'm extremely proud of your evolution, actually, and all that you're doing. Um, just a little bit about what I do. I am first a licensed real estate broker. Um, I'm licensed over 30 years now. Don't let the young face fool you. And I got into construction because we were kind of buying houses and fixing them up. And I wasn't happy with what the contractors were doing and how they were doing the work. So, I said, you know what, I'll do it myself. And that kind of evolved. And so now for the last little over 20 years, I've been fixing them myself. So since that, the company kind of expanded and evolved, and we're MBE certified, we're state certified, city certified, to do major projects. So we have a vast knowledge. We build from foundation to roof. So there's really very few construction projects that we can't really handle. I wear a lot of hats, like Vinny said. So I'm just gonna stop there. Tonight is construction and real estate.
Right, right. Lots of hats, lots of hats. He definitely could go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the topic I chose, Dwight, was how to convert a one family to a two family and where, right? Somebody like yourself with so much experience, you understand that if someone wants to do home improvement, one, how to do it the right way. Great with pricing, hence the name, Right Price Construction.
Right price.
Right price. And I thought it was important to have a discussion with you because a lot of people want a two-family home. And I tell my discerning, more picky buyers, look, you can convert a one-family home into a two-family home as long as you have certain elements, and I'll let you get into that, when it comes to converting because housing market is very scarce in general. And it's not all the time as a buyer you can get the 3/3. So many times you have a single family home that gets converted. But
Right.
I'll let you speak to the process, Dwight, of
Yeah.
I'm a budding buyer and I want to buy
Right.
a two family home, but I don't have $7, 8, $900,000 with the prices.
Right. And that's the problem right there.
Right.
New York real estate is at a point where it's almost just ridiculous with the prices, you know, and that's why the market kind of crashed, you know, in a lot of areas because, you know, people were making little money, but they're using the income from the properties and you know, their good credit at the time and just getting qualified for, you know, more than $500,000 house. So now we're in a different market. Everybody's trying to be more careful. So you have buyers who are saying, I want a 2-family, but the 1-families are already at 700 and 600. So what do? You get the 1-family, and if you the first thing you have to do though is check with zoning. You have to make sure you know if it can be converted to a 2-family. However, it's a smart thing to do if you just want that extra income, because if it's a 1-family home, you can't get that extra income. You can't write off certain things with a 1-family house, right? But with a 2-family, then you could start, you know, getting certain write-offs. So, for example, if you find a home, it might be, you know, a 1-family house, but you have maybe 4 bedrooms. You know, you have your living room, dining, and stuff on the first floor. If we could take a look at the house and see if you could create a separate entrance, and that's the key to making it work, is if you could somehow make sure there's a way to create a separate entrance. Once you could do that, you might be able to create a 3/1 or a, you know, 1/3, whatever the layout is that works.
What does that mean in layman's term, Dwight? A 1/3. Let's talk in regular terms for those who are not in the business.
Right. So the 1/3 would be a 3-bedroom home, apartment rather, on the first level, right? So you have 3 bedrooms on the first level, and then 1-bedroom apartment on the upper level. So that'll be a 1/3. You might have a 2/1, right? So you got a 1-bedroom apartment on the first floor and a 2-bedroom apartment on the second level. So again, your first step, you find something like this, you want to find out from the building department, you know, the easiest way, you could call them up and ask them, in this particular area, get the block and lot number, okay? The first thing you do, get the block and lot, and then you ask them, in this area, can these homes be converted to 2-family? Is it a 2-family zoning? Then there's a difference between New York City and Long Island, okay? Yeah, so you start to have different rules, you know, if it's New York City versus Long Island. And I believe, Vinny, that's more of where your clientele will be, right? New York City or Long Island. So,
yeah.
So pretty much.
I'm creeping upstate though, slowly but surely. I'm hitting the border of Yonkers and Mount Vernon, man. I'm making my way up. I'm expanding my territory, you know?
You're expanding your territory. So, more or less though, in Long Island, if you're going to convert from say a 1-family to a 2, you're going to have to go through, you know, the community boards in Long Island. They're going to want to, you know, a meeting with you, and you got to be prepared, because sometimes that will require not just an architect, you know, getting your plans drawn, things like that. You might be in need of an attorney too, to represent you before the community board. And you're going to have to plead your case. And some people say, well, why not just get a mother-daughter? Buy a mother-daughter. Well, with a mother-daughter in Long Island, you have to prove that you're related and you are a mother and a daughter. You know, it has to be proven that you're related
Well,
family-wise.
make
It's
sure
not,
that's your mama and make sure that that's the daughter.
that's right. It's not like back in the days we just used the terminology and, you know, they were fine with it. No, they done caught up to that, and they're putting you through a ringer. You know, so you're gonna have to face the community board. You're gonna have to prove relationship, and this process, you know, can go a while. So you have to make sure you also have the survey. Okay, once you decide that this is something you want to do, get your block and lot, get your survey, all right, so that um, you can give this information, and the architect could also give you some kind of insight as to if it's possible or not. One of the things that they use to judge is your lot size, okay? So once they look at the size of your lot, then that's part of the determining factors, you know, as to if you'll be able to expand the home, or if you, you know, can go up, or how you could convert it, you know. Sometimes you could build up and back if you have a lot of room. You understand? So we could do what's called a dormer to the house. You know, say for example, the best ones are the Cape houses. You know, we could just lift the roof and create a whole nother apartment. You know, up top, and it's easy. You
Yeah,
know,
so let me just clarify a few things, right? So a colonial is normally like a box, right? First
right,
floor, living room, dining room, half bath, and then all the bedrooms upstairs. Cape
right,
homes are more like a triangle, right? So you
right,
can have maybe a wider bottom and then maybe two small bedrooms upstairs, you know, and sometimes maybe they're really small. So you can then expand that, open up the edges, and
right.
make that same box like a colonial. That's a Cape style house.
There you
But real
go.
quick, right, when it comes to the five boroughs, uh, obviously it's your lot. You mentioned architect, you mentioned survey. Let's say I found a house or I want to buy a two family. I got one family money. Generally speaking, if I had a 3 or 4 bedroom house, standard setup, bedrooms upstairs, somewhere in the five boroughs, what would it cost me, generally speaking? And what's the setup of how I'd make that house a two family?
So you have a 3 bedroom in New York City, right?
Mhm.
Um, you could figure more or less about 45,000, you know, to get that converted. That's better than paying another $150,000, 200,000 to get a two family,
Right.
you know. So and then you probably get a layout, depending again if you want to raise the roof and all of that, but just as the kind of existing style, um, you probably just could get a one over, uh, uh, maybe a 2/1.
Right.
You know, probably a 2/1 setup, probably more common with the homes that we see in New York City.
And to a certain degree, you know, I work for my clients. I get them what they want. I try to enlighten them, but to a certain degree, having maybe a smaller one family home, I think they call them Dwight like a conversion, right? We
Right.
converted it to one family instead of it always having been a true two family from its inception. Maybe better to have a 1 or 2 bedroom, right? Because I know, as a general rule, I believe still true. It's harder to find clients and tenants to fill a proper 3 bedroom home than ones or twos. Ones and twos seem to be more popular, and I think they're less problematic, ones and twos than a three. So you
Yeah.
may have a family want a three, but I'm just saying, I think that's a good thing to convert a one to a two, so you can kind of, you know, get in where you fit in, spend 40 or 50, and then you automatically raise, you know, your equity at least, I'm going to say these days, 75 to 100 grand, you know, doing that small conversion, right? I always think smallest bedroom upstairs is the kitchen, right? And then
Yes.
making the bathroom downstairs. Architect, plumbing, wiring.
Right. And you know, the thing about it is when you have a smaller home, you get, you know, it's people that are the bigger families are more than likely now they're trying to buy a home. So when you have the 1 and 2 bedrooms, that's really kind of the market, you know, people are looking for with renting. You know, I know in my real estate office, if you come in and you know, you're a big family, you know, sometimes a lot of these people don't even know that they could own a home. You know, that's the, you know, clientels that we deal with. They come and I'm realizing, listen, you paying $2,800 a month and y'all renting this whole entire house, you know, and sometimes they coming together, you know, to purchase, I mean, to rent rather. And I show them how, listen, that same money you spending to make somebody else rich, you could be putting equity into your own home, you know? So then the, for rentals, the smaller the family, is the better for you, especially when you own the home. You know what I mean? So um, when you own your home, you really don't want for the most part, you don't want a huge family also living in that home. From experience, you know, folks that rent like that, there's a high turnover,
Right.
you know. So you want to make it smaller, and sometimes once people are comfortable, they don't even want to the trouble of, or the responsibility, I should say, that goes into home ownership. Not everybody can handle that. You know,
Right.
I used to wonder why everybody don't buy a house. You know, why it's like some people you try to talk to them about buying, they're like, no, I don't even want to bother. I just
Mhm.
want to go home, lay down, somebody else, something is wrong, somebody else fix it.
That's gonna
You
be
know,
me. When I'm done with my real estate career, I want to be a pain in the behind to my life. I'm gonna call them every day. Yeah, hello, the air smells funny. Yeah, I don't like this place. It looks weird. I need new paint. Just want to harass them into a coma one day.
uh, that's what they do to you now, right?
You know, I'm here for it. They're like my kids. I love them. I love them.
Yep.
Yeah, so you know, and I'm glad that you know you came on to explain it because I didn't want to just explain it from my realtor expertise, and I've done it in the past, not knowing that I could do it, but I was led properly,
Yeah.
and just making that kind of conversion, right? So you can do it legally, collect your rent in an official manner, and get yourself some immediate equity, you know,
Yeah.
in doing so. And you know, you definitely be the man to call because I call you all my jams and situations, and you always show up, and you know so many facets of so many things that have to be done from the
Right.
surveyor's job to the realtor's job, obviously the construction job, the
Right.
plumber's job, the electrician's job. Everybody, you know, it's important to have a general contractor, right? There's general contractors, then there's people like Dwight who can really
Right.
guide you in the right way of what to do, who goes next, what profession, what trade goes here, and how to
Right.
plug and play and make that happen and look at the overall picture of what you're trying to do. You
That's
know,
right.
I've called you several times. You know, you helped me out. You know, explaining to a customer that may want to do that. You know, and
Right.
just real quickly before I let you go, uh, I know this may not be your exact expertise, but I know they're doing a lot of big things now with the legalization of basements.
Yes. Well, you
Fine.
know, funny enough, one of my architects is the architect of that law that 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 allows basements to be legalized. You know, so he's the one that brought it to the city, and he made the proposal, and they accepted it, and it's a good thing. You know, now you know, you could have a full bathroom
Mhm.
in your basement, and that was huge. You know,
Sure.
before they only allowed a toilet and a sink. You know, and speaking to that, Vin, you know, I'm telling people you don't want to get caught doing illegal work, you know, in your basements and in your house. Just hire the professional, get it done right the first time.
That's it.
Uh, the fines double in most areas. You know, if the fee for the building department was $100, now you got to pay $200. You
Sure.
know, we also handle judgments. You know, we handle, you know, all the violations. You know, our office handles all of that. Um, you know, but you don't want to put yourself in that predicament. Might as well you hire us from the very beginning so we can lay everything out, you know, for you. Make sure that the basement has the proper heights. If you want it to be legalized, there are rules. So, you know, we get into the details of how high the ceiling, and it might be a simple thing. You get a violation, and you know you don't have the proper height. You got a problem. If you do everything right and you didn't file it, for example, and an inspector comes and they look around, they might still give you a fine, but the window of opportunity to legalize everything, and then you don't have to do a whole lot of work too because everything was done right. You know, it softens the blow a little bit. You know, instead of having to rip everything back out and doing it all over. You know, so seek advice. You know, seek advice before. You know, a home is a tremendous investment. You know, so it's I think is the single best investment you can make, because you know if you have $100,000 and you purchase a home, for example, $100,000, you still have your $100,000. It's just sitting there in bricks.
That's right. That's right.
When you want your $100,000, sell the bricks.
That's it. That's
You
it.
know, and guess what? The bricks appreciate.
The price of the brick is going up.
That's it.
The bell said it from the wire. The price of the brick is going up.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Listen, Dwight, thank you very much. I'm glad, you know, you came on. You're a great resource. You're absolutely right. Wise counsel is crucial. I normally call Dwight before I do something stupid. Sometimes I got to call him after I've done something stupid. And he's got to play
And he
clean.
knows I'm gonna tell him. I'm like, I hear you, man. It sounds real good. However,
You know? So, you know, like I said, he has a background in all aspects. I call him for real estate stuff. He's excellent in that as well. And he's a good man to know. So if you have a home, you plan on having it 20, 30 years, God willing, you'll need good counsel, a good contractor, and someone who has an overall grasp of what's going on in that world, you know, and he's a good man to know. All right, Dwight, thank you very much. April, do you have any questions on the Book of the Face Facebook?
Oh no, we don't, Vinny. But there are ones. Yeah, there are. I think one. Juanita Brown, Vinny,
Oh,
said hi.
hey,
Yeah.
what's up?
Greetings.
What's up, Juanita? Yeah, it was one of my clients. We sold the house in Queens. It's my birthday twin. We both celebrated birthday not too long ago. All right, good. Yeah. So, Dwight, thanks again. You want to give the people your phone number, and you know we'll provide that as well. What's your number, buddy?
yes, if you want to reach me, you could reach us on Facebook also, Right Price Construction, Right Price General Construction, on Facebook, or you could reach us at 917-468-3149. That's my cell, 917-468-3149. Our office is 718-292-4064. That's 718-292-4064. And we're licensed in all of New York City. We're licensed in Connecticut, Westchester County, Nassau County, Suffolk County, Yonkers, New Jersey, and wherever else. We're state licensed also. So we're definitely available.
All right, Dwight. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, man.
All right, man. God bless, bro.
Bless all day. Over and out, everybody. Remember, when in doubt, ask Vinny Thompson, then I'll call Dwight. Talk to you later, man.
All right, take care.